is Nicole, aka Reapers.
And my name is Alicia, and we are all fired up. And today we've got some insane stuff for you today. And it's going to fall in the line of how the political landscape today just loves to manipulate the masses and fear and make it for fundraising purposes. I can't even tell you how many emails I get a day saying, hey, the world's on fire, send $10, And so you have to be very, I guess, careful about who you give to, who you donate to, and how often. Like, Nicole, does that happen to you?
Yeah, like I have not even donated to this person, but I get emails from Katie Porter all the time and Adam Schiff. Like I had never donated to them.
And so that's my thing. It's just crazy. And so today's topic is going to be, since the whole hullabaloo about Kevin McCarthy getting ousted as speaker, now we've got people freaking out and saying, no, Trump needs to be speaker. And of course, Republicans are like, yeah. And Democrats are like, what the heck? And I'm here to tell you, we're going to break it down. There's probably no possibility whatsoever that Trump is going to be speaker, and there are various reasons why that is the case. And Nicole and I will break that down. Now, Nicole, you had said something earlier about hearing, and we were both talking about this, how, first of all, Trump doesn't have the temperament or the ability to be speaker. Unlike when he was president, he could hide behind other people as far as, that kind of thing. And he can't do that.
No, he doesn't understand. There's actual work to do when you're a Speaker of the House. Every day, you got to put bills up. I don't even know everything that the Speaker does, but I know that you are busy from 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if y'all hear any meows, my cats are staring each other down right now. And instead of yelling at them, I'm just going to let them stare at each other and run in here and interrupt me.
Are they zooming?
Oh yeah, zooming, but like each other. Like I got one of them under me right now. They're acting like fools.
That's hilarious for little sweet things.
Mm-hmm.
But so that's the thing. It's like he has to run a schedule. He's got to, call meetings. He's got to set up what they're going to be talking about. And when you think about all that again, and I have to bring this back up to Nancy Pelosi. She was speaker for going on a decade, really, with a stopgap in between, but she was going on for about a decade. And she ran things. She never had the melee, at least in front of the.
She ran things, and she knew how to whip her people.
Yeah, she was like, no, baby, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, like we are voting like this.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to vote like that? No.
Okay, remember that pet thing you wanted to do? That one pet thing you wanted to do, and it ain't happening if you're doing that. She knew.
Yeah, she knew how to get her people to work in order. And like, number one, Kevin McCarthy was never gonna succeed at that, considering how many times it took them to make speaker or make him speaker. But man, yeah, well, it was only a matter of time.
Well, my husband even said this. He said that he said the fact that it took 15 tries for him to get there indicated no one really wanted him to be speaker anyway on either side of the aisle. So it was more of a thing where Matt Gaetz kind of did everybody a favor. You almost wish it wasn't Matt Gaetz who did it, but he did. And now he's running around like, yeah. I'm like, dude, you didn't really do much. You got rid of somebody that nobody really wanted.
Right. And I did see something about him talking about if Ro Khanna could get the Democrats to vote for him, that he would guarantee the progressives concessions, because it's stuff very similar to what he wants to, which is shockingly no super PAC and lobbyists. Like we wouldn't even have to do our 28th Amendment. No trading, no stock trading.
Yes.
And 12-year limits.
Yes.
All three of those things. He's like, if you guys vote for me, we will get these done.
I said, I want that in writing, and I want a timeline.
Exactly.
I want you to tell me exactly how you're going to do that, who you're going to do it with, and all this stuff, and it better get done, or we will be doing the same thing that you did, that they did to Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
yeah,
then
but those things right there, oh yeah, I would.
yeah,
That'd be
and
tempting.
he made this big speech about how sorry, I got candy in my mouth if anybody. He made this big speech about how you guys and all your lobbyists, you're gonna be doing this, that, and the other, while he's like, and they're all booing. He's like, well, you can go ahead and boo while I win with my 15, 20, and $30 donations and
Mm,
still whooping all of you. Like, I was shocked.
man,
He
that
is essentially a Republican progressive,
yeah.
unfortunately, but he wants a lot of the same things we do. He just believes in a different mindset of how to do
Well, the
it.
smaller government thing, but the good thing is, if he at least is on board with some things, and the checks
Mm-hmm.
and balances, and make sure that some of his more crazier Republican leanings, I can deal with that. I'm not against so much a Republican president. I'm against an extremist, crazy person.
I want some of those things done before we
Yes,
make him speaker.
yes, that's my thing too. Get it done, bro. Get it done. Then we'll hop to
Show
it.
us you can get it done, and we'll show you we can make you speaker.
Yeah, exactly, and it'll get done. Because here's the thing: Nancy Pelosi will put the wing. She'll be in the background, but she'll make sure it happens because she knows how to do it.
Speaking of Pelosi, what they did to her was
Oh,
wrong.
and that's
And McCarthy was behind that because
he
he wanted
was.
her spot.
And well, that, and he also sort of blamed the Democrats, which I don't know
Mhm.
if I showed some of the. Was a picture, a meme of a elephant chopping off his own nose and going, "Look what the Democrats made me do."
Oh my
And
God.
like, come
That's
on, people, that's not.
pretty dang perfect too.
Yep, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna share my screen here, and we're gonna do a let's see, we're gonna talk about that, segueing into that.
Yeah.
So Palmer Report did an article, and it was House Republicans descend into total chaos, which is a perfect, because that's exactly what it is.
Oh my God.
So it talks about, so the word chaos does not even begin to describe the fallout from ousting Kevin McCarthy from the speakership. Now that Jim Jordan, let's pause for reflection.
No, but yeah.
Yeah, no, he's thrown his hat into the ring. Expect utter chaos should he take over the role. We've seen him at work as chair of the House Judiciary Committee, trying to stick his nose in investigations where it doesn't belong. All he has achieved so far is getting embarrassed, dressed down.
Every dang time, man.
Yeah, he's gonna make.
I'm sorry, I couldn't even get through that. Your reading of that without sadly interrupting you. But
No, that's cool. I welcome it, because yes, it's like, because I need to break that train of thought. That's frightening. Yeah, he's gonna make a great leader. That's horrible. Possible outcome aside, the temporary speaker Patrick Henry is trying to throw his weight around the House. You see, he ain't bigger than a $105. Now my husband's short too. Okay, don't get me wrong, but it's like they had him stand. I don't know if you saw a picture of him doing a thing, and he's standing on a crate.
No, but I did see a video of him slamming down the gavel
Yes.
all pissed off because he had to announce that Kevin was no longer speaker.
Y'all didn't pick Kevin. I'm so mad.
He was so salty.
It was
Let
real
me tell you what.
These people, so Henry notified Nancy Pelosi she must immediately vacate her office at the Capitol. And when she heard about it, she made a very true statement. With all the important decisions that the new Republican leadership must address, which we are all eagerly awaiting, let me say this in steady voice. One of the first actions taken by the Speaker pro tempore was to order me to immediately vacate my office at the Capitol.
While she was at Dianne Feinstein's service in California.
Absolutely petty.
Absolutely petty.
Just as office space doesn't matter to me, but it seems to be important to them. Now that the new Republican leadership has settled this matter, let's hope that we get to the work of what's truly important for the American people. And the reason why I say it like that is so regal. She was so regal with it. She was like, "This is how you dress a person down without even a cuss word in there." She was just like, "Y'all look stupid."
Right. She's like, y'all look stupid. I'm gonna make y'all look even stupider being polite.
It's ridiculous.
Man.
Nicole, what's your thoughts? I want to hear your thoughts on this whole thing.
That is my thought. My thought is that they're gonna get probably just as much done now as they did for the amount of time it took them to make Kevin McCarthy speaker. They're throwing around so many different names, and every single one of them makes me want to puke even more.
Well, and that gets into the big name elephant in the room. Dun, 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 Trump.
Yeah, elephant's about right.
The big orange one. A big, mean, stupid, rapey orange one.
Oh my God.
And I don't even think we have to even mention the name, but we know it's going to be Trump. Trump reposts lots of Speaker Trump content on True Social. And again, what's he trying to do? He's trying to fundraise because here's something he does know. He knows he doesn't want that job. He knows he doesn't want it. He can't run for president. And he also knows that he don't have the votes. Everybody involved, it is so irresponsible for the media and all people involved to be saying that man has a chance when he does not, absolutely does not have a chance. And even by some small modicum chance that he does, he probably wouldn't last 2 seconds because he wouldn't want the job to begin with.
Sorry, my husband was walking in.
No.
I'm trying to keep him up as late as possible. And while I'm
give the folks an update on the hubby there.
Oh, hubby is doing great. He got his stent removed yesterday, and he's doing great. He went back to work today.
Yes, very cool. Very cool.
Yes.
So yeah, so Trump, he reposted lots of Speaker Trump content on social, and my ears are gonna bleed. So he says, "I am running for president."
Oh man, I should make him come in here
Nicole,
and
read it in Trump voice. You do it better than me. Read this in Trump voice.
I am running for president. I have 62 points lead over Republicans, and am on crooked Joe Biden, despite the Democratic Party's massive lawfare weaponization and election interference efforts by 4 to 11 points. But we'll do whatever necessary to help with the Speaker of the House selection process. Sorry, I gotta do it some more. Short term, until the final selection of a great Republican speaker is made, a speaker who will help a new but highly experienced president, me, make America great again.
Oh my God.
My husband taught me how to do his voice. I learned the hand thing by watching a lot of people talk like him.
Early this morning, he said he's willing to do whatever is necessary.
I will do whatever is necessary to help with the process. And here's my fuckhead friend, Steve Bannon.
Steve Bannon. All right. So ban on Trump being the next speaker. I'm not even gonna play that because I'm not trying to hurt anybody's.
Hell no.
But you see this dude, and he's in the so-called war room, and they're talking about stuff. And I'm just thinking, you look further down, you got Marjorie Taylor Greene, and nobody should even take that girl. I'm supporting President Donald J. Trump to be the next Speaker of the House. He has proven 4-year record of putting America first and implementing the policies the American people want. President and real Donald Trump is the man for the job.
Also, I like to suck the tape of the guy who runs One America News.
Girl.
Or whatever it is.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh, dude.
Do we have Lauren Bobo? Did she make any comments?
I haven't seen her comments so far, but people are talking about this, and they said,
I would.
Huh?
I said if it was her, it'd be, I'm supporting.
Oh, you're so silly.
Somebody's got to grab it.
I caught it. I was like, okay. Yeah. But no, it says, as Trump is speaker, what happens when he loses? First of all, as you pointed out, he can't run and be speaker. And I think he wants to be, he would rather be president because he'd have more power, right? He'd have the
He'd
power
have
to
more
pardon.
power and less responsibility.
Yes, exactly. He could go and do the, golf 50 million times a year and
Ugh.
delegate. He can't do that as speaker. And I think that all this is bluster, grifting, fundraising, and even sadly to say, even on the Democrat side a little bit, because Democrats have to know that he doesn't have the votes and he likely wouldn't be able to do it. And so you got a lot of Democrats, at least to Bill Palmer, go back to Bill Palmer saying here, to his credit, he does mention that he doesn't think that that's going to happen. He says, according to the Hill, however, Trump has no interest in the job. He's too busy fighting off the criminal charges against him. Besides, Trump wants the ultimate power of the White House. CNN mentioned that Tom Emmer and Kevin Hern might run for the position, though Emmer is interested in another leadership role. Steve Scalise doesn't need to be in the House, let alone in a leadership position. While Scalise has health issues, the most important reason he doesn't belong in his 2014 speech to a white supremacist group headed up by former Ku Klux Klan Grand Wizard David Duke. Anyone associated with that trash has no place in our government. He claimed to have regretted it, but such a terrible decision cannot be overlooked. Now, I will say this. I think if I were going to vote for any Republican, it would be Cheney.
Yeah.
I think that
It would be Cheney or Kinzinger.
Kinzinger, those are the two.
If he wanted it.
Moderates. I don't agree with a lot of their politics, but I will say they're even-minded. They would actually know how to get things done.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I would say one of those would actually work. But that's all I think of in terms of that. Or Hakeem Jeffries, which just is it going to be a hard climb for Hakeem? But could he do it? Sure.
Oh, he could absolutely. He could command both sides of the aisle as
Yeah.
speaker. I just don't think that even the far right MAGA will vote for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. And so that's my thing. I think that at the end of the day, those are my three picks: Kissinger, Cheney, or Jeffries. And I think that's where it kind of ends. So I think me and Nicole really want to put this to rest, that
Yeah.
Trump is not going to be viable, that this is a money grab on all sides, and people need to stop being hysterical about this and think.
Yeah. The New York case.
Yeah.
Like what's been going on.
Do you want to hit on that real quick? Oh, before we hit on that, I wanted to say, if you've noticed,
Yes.
wonderful Be Your Own Hero mug. And that's thanks to
That is thanks to our amazing sponsor,
yes,
Kathleen.
Be Your Own, not Be Your Own, Fighting Words Design, Etsy. She's got a wonderful political store with a lot of little things like this. And you were saying how she even managed to make a little bit of history.
Yeah, she was out. She was on Reuters YouTube
I'm gonna stop
channel
share here. Okay.
with her. With the group. I don't know the name of the group that she runs with, but she does represent Justice Matters, which is the group that I'm a part of. That is headed up by Glenn Kirshner. And you guys, if you've been watching us for any length of time, know that we are huge fans of Glenn's. But I got some pictures that I sent to her while she was on the picket line. I sent her pictures saying, I see you. And she was asking like what YouTube channel it was, because she had no idea that she was on Reuters. And Reuters is a huge, like you'll see in one of the next ones, there's like over 2,000 people that were watching, and it had just started when I picked it up. Let me go. It should let me go to the next picture. This with her infamous ask your doctor if Trump in prison is right for you. And this was a 2.3 thousand people were watching live, and it had started like a half hour into it, because they were doing this before his royal pain in the ness got up and talked in front of the cameras. But this is Kathleen right here. She is our sponsor with her Etsy channel, Fighting Words Designs. But yeah, she's the one who's made our shirts, our mugs, our bags. She's doing amazing. Uh, she makes new things all the time with our insignia on it.
So
So
yeah,
we
y'all give
really
her some
appreciate it.
love. We're gonna put her link in the
Yeah,
description.
we're gonna put her link. We have a code which is BYOH10, or is it 15? I always forget.
It's 10. BYO
Okay.
10.
BYOH10 will get you 10% off her whole Etsy. Not just our stuff. She has tons of really cool left wing um stuff, from hats, keychains, buttons, stickers. I mean, everything that she makes for us. She has shirts with that picture on it. Ask your doctor if Trump in prison is right for you. She has that in like so many different things. But
I'm,
yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
borrow a phrase from Ben Meidas and say we're pro democracy.
Yeah, definitely. She is she's very, very pro democracy. I mean, we are too. But yeah, she's just, for her, she I yeah, I was gonna say she's more left, but that's just her expression in the Etsy store. But yes, we are a pro democracy channel. We are pro democracy in the work that we do with Wolfpack, which I can talk about in a little bit too. Um, but yeah, she has a ton of different things. And then I had this was a picture of her. The cameras were moving as they were telling everybody to move along, so I had to kind of rewind to get this picture. But yeah, they were literally right outside the courtroom every single day. And she lives in New York, so anytime there's something that has to do with Trump and jail or court, you will see her there. And if you saw any of the outside footage, you were hearing people yell, "Trump lies, Trump lies." That was her group. They actually went to his tower and stood outside where it says 45th President of the United States, and all of them just saying, "Trump lies." It was really cool to see.
That's awesome. So yeah, it'd be great to support that sister and get some merchandise that you know that you would love. Um,
Absolutely.
and speaking briefly on the whole thing with Trump and some of the stuff going on with him, uh,
Yeah.
I know that was something you wanted to kind of talk a little bit about.
Yeah, just basically any of the things that he was saying when he was not in the courtroom. I mean, people are going to believe what they want to believe, but everything he said is basically bullshit. We've done our due diligence looking through the information regarding the clause, and just what it was exactly they were being charged for. And he's I don't know if people are telling him this stuff and he's just believing it, or if he actually thinks this. But I mean, just because he paid his things back, and no there was no victim. It was the city of New York, because he was undervaluing in order to get cheaper insurance.
And the
And
marketplace suffers too. The marketplace,
yes,
people who could potentially get loans who can't get loans because of the things he was
yes,
doing, all that kind of stuff. And that's the thing.
all of that.
Crimes aren't just, people getting killed and somebody robbing your house. And these kinds of crimes, as much as they love shooting black people in the street for stealing a gold chain, let's say, these crimes impact people more.
Yeah, these, especially like
So,
the underprivileged,
mhm,
because those are the first people they're gonna deny
mhm.
when they're trying to get their loans. Trust me, I know. I've tried to get a loan for a home at least a couple of years ago, and Even with 2 jobs, we still couldn't get one, and he has great credit.
Mm. Yeah, that's
So,
the thing. That's who he robs from. He robs
mhm.
from people who trying to get homes. He robs from people who don't have as much money as he does. No,
He's a reverse Robin Hood.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he robs from us and gives to himself or gives to somebody for his properties or something, but he over evaluated and under evaluated depending on what the situation was, and that is just inappropriate. I used to work in insurance, so even though it wasn't this type of insurance, I know what he did, and it's bad for the economy.
And
Like
you
he,
know, like I couldn't say today, hey, I want to value this cup at 5 million. Why?
right,
Because I just want to.
right. I drink out of it, and I value myself. I mean,
Man,
if that's
hello.
what he was doing.
Exactly. And
And
you
then when he
do that.
needed insurance or tax breaks or something, which again, in the last video that we did, that is still up.
Mm.
If you downloaded it again, we explain exactly why he had lower taxes and lower evaluations. He did that to himself, and he has nobody to blame but himself for landlocking his properties just to get conservative or conservation appeasements or something. But yeah, it's his own fault, just like the fact that he doesn't have a jury trial. That is his fault.
Yeah.
Even if it's his lawyer, it is still his fault.
And she can't go around pretending that's not the case and lying about it.
No.
She lied just like him. That's
Well,
why
you saw the daggers that his real lawyer gave her.
that was funny. Oh
Oh my
my gosh. I was
god.
like, Roland, anybody who
When he
sees
started talking about no jury. Yeah, she
anybody
looked and
who
she was like, shoot.
you saw her, she's looking like
Uh-huh.
please, anybody who's seen those videos, go and slow and scrub and look at how people are looking at Alina Habba. They're like,
What is Michael Cohen called her? Alina Hababa Bubblicious or something like that. I don't remember. That man's crazy.
has anyone noticed how she looks like a young Melania too? She does. If you go,
She does.
so I'm sitting there going, okay,
Does
now.
anybody else notice that she has a giraffe's neck?
It's just, and then she went and got yellow highlights in her hair. Did you
Oh
know?
yeah, she definitely looks like a younger Melania.
I'm like, oh,
Makes you wonder.
yeah, exactly. So, and he probably like her because she a little lion psycho like him too.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, we could probably very quickly touch on the fact that he is redoing his prenup, which I didn't know you could do that when you've been married for like 10 years. But they're redoing their prenup so she gets more money
Mm-hmm.
should anything happen. And then I also heard from Little Bird, I don't know how accurate it is, but that he is considering, oh, that's right. He said that he was going to sell his properties and put them in her name, or put the properties in her name. And we all pointed out that he would have had to have done that before he got indicted.
Dang.
Yeah.
That is crazy. You know, and I can just see her. She's like, Donald,
Oh, she wants his money.
for 10 years to lose this money, you better make sure I get my money down.
You have to take. I have to take care of Baron while you're in jail, and my $160,000 hair. See, this is how we get off topic every week.
Yeah, exactly. It's just too much shit going on. Oops, sorry.
Yeah,
It's just too much
I
shit going on.
know. But this is also this is who we are. Like, we're never going to get away from not having a sense of humor with each other.
Mhm.
So,
Well, that's the part that's gonna be that people love. You know, we have to have a sense of humor. But we
exactly.
also have to keep a sort of presence to make sure they're not gonna take us off of the thing. It's a balance, it's a tender balance.
Exactly.
But anyway, guys, I think that's going to be a wrap for us. And I just want to say love to you guys. This was awesome and amazing. And I'm hoping this is a push towards Nicole that we will soon see a video of her doing her nails.
We shall see once I get my new glasses.
And
And can
other
do better.
things for the big
And other
reveal.
things. There's some stuff coming. But yeah, I'm going to, once I get my new glasses and I can see better, because right now my astigmatism got much worse,
Mm.
and that's why I've been having the blurry vision that I've told you about.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, your astigmatism got much worse."
Mm-hmm.
So I have to get a new prescription because it's still hard. Like I messed, like, these are the ones that I have now. They were painted black at one point, so that's why you see the black. But the glitter part that you see is actually underneath the nail. It's like a Gel X instead of polygel, which is what you normally see me with. Um, but because of my eyesight, like, it's kind of lumpy underneath. Like, I wasn't able to get it smooth
Yeah, yeah.
because I can't see close up.
Well, maybe we can wait for you to get your glasses before you do your wonderful
They should be
tutorial.
here in like another week or so.
All right.
Hopefully.
Well, let's close this out so I can get the mixing and get everything going.
Yes.
And we love you guys as
We
always.
love you.
Stay fired up.
Always fired up.
Bye, guys.